This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for August 1, 2023. And in the news this evening, 2 men arrested, 11 vehicles recovered in St. Catherine car theft bust. 2 men were arrested and 11 stolen motor vehicles were recovered when the Old Harbour Police dismantled a major car theft ring on Sunday during a series of operations in the Gordonwood district in Churchpen, St. Catherine. The seized vehicles include 6 Nissan AD wagons, a Nissan Tida, a Mitsubishi Lancer, 2 Toyota Wish, and a Toyota Vensis. Along with these, police also recovered a substantial cache of car parts also believed to be stolen. The Old Harbour Criminal Investigation Branch has reportedly taken over the case and is currently conducting investigations into the operations. The police are urging residents who have reported their cars stolen to come forward and identify if their vehicles match the description of the confiscated cars. In a bid to return these vehicles to their rightful owners, the Old Harbour Police have set up a hotline. Anyone whose vehicle was stolen is urged to contact the Old Harbour Police Station at 876-203-3659. The lawmen said that they are hopeful that this breakthrough will significantly curtail car theft activities in the parish and improve overall security. The police added that this incident underscores the continuing efforts of the St. Catherine South Police to combat car theft and related crimes in the region. As a result, they are urging the public to remain vigilant and continue to report any suspicious activities that may help prevent future incidents of this nature. Man with a court case shot dead in St. Catherine. A man who has a court case pending was shot and killed in Willowdean, Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Tuesday morning. He has been identified as 33-year-old Lyndon Omar Minot, otherwise called Chubby, a resident of Clayton Way in Willowdean. Minot was on bail for unauthorized possession of a firearm. It was reported that around 7 a.m., residents heard loud explosions and summoned the police, who on their arrival found Minot lying motionless on a section of the roadway in front of an empty lot. Upon investigating, the police discovered he was suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds to the head. Minot was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The scene and the body were processed and the 2 spent casings found. The body was transported to the morgue pending a post-mortem examination. No motive has been established for the killing, the police said. Kingston man accused of shooting man multiple times. A man is facing several charges after he reportedly shot a man several times, injuring him in Low River, Trelawney on Monday, June 26. Charged is 26-year-old Tevin Smith, otherwise called Gavin, of Queensborough Drive, Kingston 19. Reports from the Falmouth police are that about 2:30 a.m., a man was walking in the community when he was allegedly pounced upon by Smith. Smith reportedly opened gunfire, hitting the man several times. The police were summoned and the injured man was taken to hospital, where he was admitted and treated. On Friday, July 28, Smith reported to the Ulster Spring Police Station, accompanied by a justice of the peace. He was subsequently charged with wounding with intent, illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, and using a firearm to commit a felony. Arrangements are being made for Smith to answer to the charges in court. Woman hospitalized following car crash in St. Thomas. A woman was rushed to hospital for treatment after her car crashed into a median on the Albion Main Road near Yalis in St. Thomas Tuesday afternoon. Information reaching the news is that around 3:10 p.m., the driver, who is said to be a police officer, lost the control of the vehicle before it crashed. The condition of the woman is not known at this time. Her identity has not been revealed. CVM cut ties with Isat Buchanan. Local broadcaster CVM Television has confirmed it has cut ties with embattled attorney Isat Buchanan over comments he made about the Director of Public Prosecutions, Paul Llewellyn. Buchanan has also had to resign as chairman of the People's National Party's Human Rights Commission over the comments. In a media release on Tuesday afternoon, CVM said Buchanan had previously been contracted as a co-host of the Sunrise Morning Show but was not an employee. However, it said Buchanan has not been contracted to co-host the show for several months. That being said, as a result of the remarks made by Mr. Buchanan towards the Director of Public Prosecutions, which do not align with the values of CVM, we have decided to terminate any further contracts with Mr. Buchanan for all of our programming as host or guest effective immediately, CVM said. It continued, we express our gratitude to Mr. Buchanan for his past contributions and extend our best wishes for his future endeavors. Beachy Stout lawyers given another month to prepare for murder trial. The legal team representing Portland businessman Everton Beachy Stout MacDonald has been given a month to visit its client, take instructions, and gather the necessary information before this September. High Court Judge Justice Vinette Graham Allen gave the order during Monday's trial readiness hearing in the Home Circuit Court. Mr. MacDonald and his co-accused Oscar Barnes are to be tried between September 18, 2023 to November 3, 2023 for the August 2020 murder of his wife Tonya. Mr. MacDonald is represented by attorneys Earl Hamilton, Courtney Rowe, Christopher Townsend, and John Jacobs. Mr. Barnes, who has been on bail, is represented by attorney Ernest Davis. Mr. MacDonald is also charged with the 2009 murder of his first wife Marlene. He is to be tried alone for that matter in January 2024. The mode of trial for that matter has, however, not been disclosed. Investigators reopened that case in 2020 following the murder of Tonya. Nikita Noel's killer had a dark past. Omar Green, who was on Monday sentenced to life in prison for raping and using his hands to strangle to death 9-year-old Nikita Noel, has a checkered past that includes gun charges, allegedly threatening to kill Nikita's mother, Nordia Edwards, and slashing the tires of another girlfriend vehicle. Edwards, who asked that the case against the Green be discontinued after he threatened her life, told the news that she had paid Green's legal fees for the last of 2 gun charges he faced. He was not convicted of either charge. She had no idea then that he would one day take the life of her child. As he had done at his appearance in the Hanover Circuit Court last Thursday, Green on Monday begged Nikita's family to forgive him for what he had done. When he was given life in prison, Edwards breathed a sigh of relief. Later in the evening, she expressed satisfaction with the sentence handed down to Green. It is not going to bring back my daughter's life, but at least he will not be on the street to do something to another child, she told the news. She repeated a call she had made in the past for the return of the death penalty. I need the government to change the law because if the government changes the law, the death penalty would not be off the table, argued Edwards. With his sentence running concurrently, 42-year-old Green is not eligible for parole until he has served 50 years and 7 months. The sentence was handed down by Justice Courtney Day. Green was convicted based on strong DNA evidence that linked him to or could not rule out his involvement in the child's rape and murder. For the rape charge, parole is only possible after he has served 43 years and 7 months. For the murder conviction, he is eligible for parole after serving 50 years and 7 months. For concurrent sentences, the longer term applies. Green, who is from Barbary Hill in Lucy, was spared the death penalty because he pleaded guilty at the first opportunity to do so after the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions served a notice that he would be sentenced to death. Nikita, who family members fondly called Johanna, was a student of Esher Primary School at the time of her death. She was killed on the afternoon of February 1, 2023. Earlier that morning, Green and the child's mother, with whom he was involved in a romantic relationship, had allegedly engaged in a domestic dispute. Police reported that little Nikita traveled from school with her usual taxi driver before she and other passengers exited the cab at the usual spot, the beginning of a dirt road leading up a hill to where her family lives. Edwards raised an alarm after her child did not return to their house and could not be found. Community members and the police launched a search, and Nikita's body was found in bushes a few feet from the entrance to her house. The family dog was also found with both rear legs bound by a shirt. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.